the streets on my back. Carry it like I'm moving the. I told him to the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning. Skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning. I had me a pop by the morning. I had me some breakfast by the morning. I had a six by the morning. I got on a meat, no pneumonia. The rats keep me up on the podium. I had a in my shoulder. You got a video. Jumping in the bed with 2 dark teeth. Who's you? My shot is pulling up with a real bad. You too. Dripping my swag.
What's that on that beat?
Krispy Kreme whip in a wheels glaze. Yeah, when you move at night, you don't feel shade. Running through the field, it's a field day. Yeah, let it.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Philadelphia Eagles. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon.
Come on now, let's go.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he'll maybe get it back to the 25 here on the first play, but no more than that. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And he's got the veteran here. It's Mike Wallace. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A first down for the Eagles. Wentz finding the former Raven Wallace. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Wentz now on 1st down. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They fake the give. Now Wentz. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 41. They run with Ajayi. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Ertz has it left side. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. On 1st down, Wentz goes underneath for Sproles. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 at the 19. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Come on now, let's go. Let's go.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. Wentz now to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 just shy of the 30. Throwing now, Rosen on first down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's go! Green, 39! Green!
From midfield now, here's Rosen. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Rosen on 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. In for the score. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch. And he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
This is Ajayi, and able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Robert Kimdichie, the one to bring him down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That Eagle first down, Wentz to Ertz.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Here we go. Waiting!
Throwing on first is Wentz. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Scooby Wright in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Lefty. Here we go. 20! Two jet.
From the gun, it's Wentz. A dump off to Sproles. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Green 39! Green 39!
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Chris Long. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Here we go now. Green 39! Green 39! Over!
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screen.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal.
Waiting! Black.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Hey, you got 4. You got 4 down. 4 down. Go.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive with a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
On first down, it's Rosen. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, 64 yards. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense,
looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
and this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now Rosen on first down. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Tackle made there by Phillip Wheeler.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now Rosen to throw on second down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker Jordan Hicks. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll see, we now proceed to the start of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Underneath for Johnson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make this a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And now it's Rosen looking. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch him now, Barney. Set. 3-19.
They pitch it out to Johnson. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On second down, Johnson. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Caught by Nelson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's Rosen. Dumping it off for Johnson. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, 39 yards. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
23 yards on the play.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Here we go. 120. Lefty. On the ball.
Here's Ajayi. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Go. 180.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here we go. 180. Flat.
Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Here we go. 180. 82.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. Ertz has it left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. An Eagle first down there. Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ. They go play action here on first down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, it's Wentz. Complete left side, the tight end Rodgers. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now Wentz on third down. That's going to be caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
They'll try to run with a J. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. It's a sneak. It's Wentz. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Carson Wentz, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Now this time Wentz will throw. That's caught at the 3. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. This is taken in by Chad Williams. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now a handoff. Johnson. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Out of the gun. Here's Josh Rosen. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. from the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 40.
Here we go. 20.
Here's a handoff to Sproles to start the drive. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
180. Black, come on.
Wentz now on first down. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
120.
Now a toss play to Johnny. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Here we go. 120.
On play action, Wentz. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go. Back man. 280. 82.
Now Wentz. Got to have this one. Looking deep for his tight end Ertz. And no, it's incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So out now come the Cardinals. Looking at this situation, if they get a field goal out of this, it helps. But a touchdown would really help into going to secure the victory.
And you know what I'm thinking right here? In the West Coast offense, in their parlance, every time they throw the football, they say you're either throwing it for a touchdown or a check down. In this case, it's either taking time off the clock or getting that touchdown that really puts you in firm control. I think they'll go either way on this one.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Johnson on the counter. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
All right, here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Johnson, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
Now, check, Patriot! Watch him now, Barney!
Again, it's Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. This is Johnson, and they'll get him down right about the 20. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. On the toss, here's Johnson. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And Dawson's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet. Okay, being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Eagles offense back out onto the field. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts. Got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So the illegal forward pass also cost him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield and nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. One final try now for Wentz. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. Chandler Jones able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. So that one hurt. No timeouts left. Look at where the ball is on the field, Charles. I don't know if the fat lady